How about now? Hello. Yay! I'm coming through. I'm audible. Yay! Right. Here, the camera should be up a touch. I am up a touch from where I often am. Seems like I'm coming through a little soft. I guess I need to come in a little closer. That's fine. We can do that. Manageable. Check. Station's all set up. Charge some batteries. All right, it may seem like I'm totally unprepared for stream, but I've actually been preparing. There's been a lot of stuff I've had to get back in order, from monitor cables to desk to myself and projects such as the one in front of us. It's been a lot going on. And on top of that, I haven't streamed in quite a while. Bevy Jam required a bit of crunch time for me. I guess maybe I should pull that up. Tag car. It's kind of where we left off, so that's worth reviewing. Oh, I'm on the wrong. Let's see. Let me throw open the correct browser profile. Ta-da. Maybe I'm not going to be so high up. Maybe I need to relax. It does say chill stream in the title. And let's turn on some music. Oh, that's coming through the wrong speakers. 1 and 2 is very, very loud. So let's actually lower those. That volume, even though we're switching sources. Start this low. Why are you not going through my headset? Why is my headset not? Haven't even started streaming yet. I feel like I need a break. Okay. I get the sense that that's pretty good. All right. This is a little too chill, but I'm sure it'll pick up. Cafe playlist. It's not really meant to be so soft, is it? Find out. Okay, so let's take a look. First I was going to itch. Tag car? Stand up. Tag car. Is that where it is? Here it is. Ta-da! It came out pretty good. We got like, we got a score. It's okay. A lot of comments that, I mean, it's challenging to drive. It's not so. There was something I forgot. First off, that this is gonna put music out. Connor did a great job with that. You're gonna see a lot of stuff on screen. Basically, it's a racing game. There's a bomb and a flag, and racing isn't really accurate. You have to hit all the checkpoints with the thing, and that if you have the flag, you get a point. Basically, if you have the bomb, you lose. So you don't want to complete the circle with the bomb. But it's pretty simple, and the driving mechanics are pretty weak. Now that I've taken the brief moment to explain what's going to be in the background on screen while I quickly send messages to Discord, allow me to actually go send those messages to Discord. Copy video URL. That seems like a good. Alright. Which as well. Okay. So this is one of the problems with this, is that although the submission is pretty decent, the AI are also sort of barely functional. Now, granted, players are, as far as I've heard, barely functional in this game. You can, oh no! You know, you can play. It's very, it's very playable. And honestly, the idea was there. Like, I do think it's close to a good submission, so I'm reasonably happy with how this came out. Part of why I'm skipping around so much, you know, dancing, but sort of, I started off on something called Word Fight, and now I quickly took us over to Tag Car. I don't really have much of a plan for today. I'm just gonna be hanging out. You'll notice on the right, I gained a score. It says me, you, 1. Thought the parenthetical U would be a little funny. Silly goose type stuff. Alright, I gotta manage to get through this barricade without running into this bomb guy. Well, or any of them, really. No! Oh, you jerk. So, okay, now that the flag got taken from me, my progress is reset. But I can still take it back and then finish and get more points. And the goal is to get to 5 points, I think, something like that. Which is very, very doable. As you can see, the AI are, just enough to be obstacles, basically. But not much more. Like, if you go slow, you take your time. It's very doable. And I've done it a few times, so I'm probably going to... Oh, gosh darn it. Alright. I'm probably going to get to, like, 2 score. Just to show a couple more interactions like that one. And then, you know what? Maybe we'll come back to this area. Let's just get some stuff done. And then we'll go back to describing that other game and what's going on there, because that was effectively a super, super tiny project that should be live with multiplayer. It's also got quite an interesting stack. So I'd love to, no. Alright. I'd love to, get a chance to, let's see if I can do a little, yeah. Ooh. Schmoves! Oh, that worked out perfectly, actually. No! Oh, I saw that, like, coming, too. That hurts so bad. Alright, so, I mean, like, as much as that was partially driven by the inability to drive the car very well, that does kind of show the intended player experience when it comes to, getting chased down and potentially getting tagged in a situation where you might have otherwise gotten score and yada yada. So hopefully people can see kind of what's going on. Give me the flag. It's mine. I'm just going to get the flag again. Stop. No. No. It's true, again, that both the AI and players are kind of garbage, but push me in. Push me in. But that does also balance the playing field in terms of both were better, or if we had like all players who could also drive better, probably have a similar experience in terms of it being challenging to tag people and fair misses and all that. I do feel like it does kind of feel like you're driving on ice, and that helps a little bit with it being, kind of just hard to really predict. I don't know, like where your opponent's gonna go, I guess. Point. Or it's more like it's harder to predict where you're gonna go, and easier to predict where your opponent's gonna go, right? Because they're probably not gonna be able to turn super fast or anything like that. No! Yes! Excellent. Oh, I stopped paying attention because I went to check my audio levels. Alright, I don't care anymore. But you get the point. This is the game. It is fun. I mean, I just don't want to spend a lot of time on this because I want to get back to work. But yeah. It's interesting to you. Audio is good? Oh, good. Welcome, Foss Unleashed, and thank you for chiming in with that. I'll also take a moment, actually, to show off my friend Connor with a lot of hard work with the audio, so let's unmute that. Is that too loud? That is probably too loud. So it's kind of like a, I don't know, kind of like Night Driver vibes. Probably if there was a little more arcade theming and use of like LEDs and stuff, we could really sync it up well with the theme, but didn't quite get that far. A couple of little crash sounds, things like that. We don't have a driving sound. This one's mine. I don't remember if oh yeah, that's right. I forgot I did a stream where we looked at the games. I probably played my own game on that. Oh my god. Wow. Oh, it's been so long. So, okay, let me just not do this anymore because I already showed this. What am I doing? I was like coming back like, oh, I haven't been able to stream since Bevy Jam ended and yada, yada, yada. Oh man, I've been totally off base. So, Foss Unleashed knows, I don't know if I've said on this video yet, but I was stuck in jury duty for like a week. And basically every day came home exhausted and was just not able to get much done. So, frankly, like, I'm coming back in completely. I'm out of my mind right now. I have no idea where I am on half my projects. I'm like totally getting back into the swing of things entirely. But anyway, that was a good stopping point on that anyway, because I did show everything I wanted to, even though I had already shown it off. But we got, I guess the new detail is that we got like rated. Where did I go? We got the actual, like, our placement, and we did like it was rated pretty poorly, but that's okay. Got like average 2.9, I think it was 2.5. So understandable. I mean, I think I would have liked a little bit more gentleness on this because I feel like this was like, even if we didn't execute, I feel like the core was fun. People enjoyed it. I think this was mostly because we didn't have a driving sound, which basically wasn't included because it was going to be complicated to like not make it sound horrible, honestly. And then I get this one too because it's just drawn like base shapes. There's no texturing or anything like that. But the comments are nice. Like people seem to have at least enjoyed the ideas. So yeah, it was a good jam. We'll try again next time. All right, and then next up, let me see. So there's another small game I built, and basically this one is nice because it's tiny, one, and two, it's online. Oh, is this working? What? I have to look at some environment variables real quick. Let me pull that. I guess it doesn't have to be secret, but what? This isn't a Firefox problem, is it? Assume not. That doesn't look like a Firefox problem. That looks like a, yeah. Failed to parse URL from. Okay, so this is in this part of the code. Nope, not this repo. I stole a lot of the code from that repo. Not stole. It's my own code, but get the point. It's all Bevy Replicon, which I also use in chess. The thing about chess is just that it's going to take me so long to debug everything and actually put out logs that this was a quicker way to test. Yeah, that's what I would imagine. But I'm wondering why, because that would imply that both the server IP and the server port environment variables are like not only not loading, but also getting overwritten because they're supposed to default to something. So that's very strange. I guess that's in here, isn't it? So like this is the confusing thing because it should be at least defaulting to localhost. For some reason it's doing neither. How can I most easily test this? Or figure out what I need to do? Because this just has to do with my, like this setup, right? This is just about my deploy context. Maybe it specifically needs to be in here. Is there like an env section in here? I've really gotten super familiar with GitHub Actions syntax down to the level of knowing nitty-gritty details of when you run that in the debugger. It's maybe actually that's a good point. Maybe it's all WebAssembly, so it's going to be a little tricky, but I might still be able to get some information from it. Yeah, that looks like no. So this is just about this step. I just need to figure out the GitHub Actions syntax that I need. I don't think this is something crazy. Day of week, right? Got it. Okay. So I should just do like if given a blank string. Yes, but option env if given a I would have to specifically be passing a blank string and variable. Which I assume is what's happening, but that's not what's in my environment secrets. So it's also possible that I'm just not using this environment somehow, and that I need to like set that manually. Is that a thing in GitHub Actions? Do I need to like actually because the variables are under like a information I need. Okay, this is fine. Let's just finish just test this. Yeah, this is what I'm just gonna work with the end variables in a direct like single instance way. This is the only time it's needed. Is when we're compiling the WebAssembly. The question that I'm trying to make sure, so this is going to be like a 10-minute build if I want to wait on it before making this subsequent change. What I think is the last potential change we'll need to make before it works is if I can find the page I need to use to show you what I'm talking about. Where the heck did it go? Is it under here? No. Okay. I guess I need a new one. I must have just closed it like a dummy. Yeah, I probably was just here, right? Wasn't I? Okay. Deployments, attestation runners. Okay, that's all fine. In here, we got secrets and variables. We got all kinds of stuff. We got some end variables. These are here for production. Okay, I guess I just need to specifically tell it to go to to use the production environment. I may or may not. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe not. Let's just try this. It's fine. I want to see if my friend who runs the server can redeploy for me real quick. Because I don't know what I was just saying, but yeah, this is the last step. This is going to get the web front end at this website to, at the very least, load and work. Do I successfully get this? Wait, what? I'm going crazy. What else am I looking for here? Actually, let me put this back on the side too before I go anywhere else. I forgot to turn the music back on. That's another thing. I'm so not used to this. I'm everything is, I'm out of whack. I had built up a rhythm. I lost all the rhythm I had. Chill stream, Stan. Come on. It's a chill stream. We just gotta chill. We're vibing. Easy to get stressed. Stressful week. All right. I'm terrible at communicating, but I think I have gotten the point across. With Steve. Nothing's gonna change there for quite a few minutes. What the heck do I do? I guess I could show the idea. Why not? That sounds fun, right? It's a really dumb game. It's very dumb. I don't think anyone would have any interest in this but me. But too bad. I have interest in it. That's enough for me. Okay, and we're almost ready. Okay, good. Let's get Chrome going. No, not like that. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Oh, actually, it's not really gonna work like that, is it? It's kind of gonna be a little too small. Is it on 8,000? It is on 8,000. A dummy. Trunk serves on 8080. Dino serves on 8,000. Everybody's got their own opinions. Okay, so here's the idea. This arena is size 6. So what that means is there are 6 letters that either player could fill in. If I'm on this window, I'm player 1. If I'm on this window, I'm player 2. But both players to them look like you're on the blue side. Your player is always the blue side. So when I type W as if to write, wearing or something like that, that's a word, right? I can type some letters, and this person can type Z, for example, right? Z is this, as long as it's a substring of a valid English word, you're allowed to type it. I can't have wear type Q here. I'm spamming the Q button and nothing's happening. Same thing here. The Z person can't type a T, right? But if they were to touch, if this last input were to get filled in, then it would do a comparator to see which letter is later in the alphabet, and that person scores. So if this blue player, I'm about to type just any letter because it's not going to be Z, then you're going to see the player on the right gets a point. And believe it or not, this is a fighting game. I don't know. I think you actually can kind of build some interesting traps and strategies, and I don't know. I'm curious. I have one friend that I want to play this against and do wacky things with, and see if we can come up with see if it really behaves the way that I would kind of hope it does, which is like an abstract minimalist fighting game. So I talk about this in the README a bit, but what's a good strategy, right? How would you create a good strategy? Well, for a 6 tile, for a 6-tile arena, you're looking for words that have, 3, 4, like a few letters in a row are later in the alphabet. So things with like RST or STR, all in a row, right? So there's words like paltry that are really good, right? If this was a 7-size arena, paltry would be a great way to beat anybody trying to type a word that starts with anything but Z, right? Because the Y would hit that first letter if you were able to, time it right, I guess is the point. But importantly, with something like paltry, the T and the R are also pretty strong. So as the, if the opponent tries to type some vowels, for example, you're very likely to beat them. What was the other example? There's also Petri. TR here is like pretty strong. If you're here and you type T, and your opponent, let me actually set it up. If you're here and your opponent is what is he typing? Maybe guess, right? Guess seems pretty defensive. There's a U. That's kind of safe. Well, if I go to type E and you type T, now you get, that's sort of the way you, it's punish counter. That's what that is. It's punish countering. Anybody who's familiar with fighting games might know that term, but punish counter is the idea of landing a move when the opponent is sort of in the recovery from their move. And there is a question here about, like, should there be an action timing? Like, should it be that you can submit letters at a certain pace? Maybe you can't type more than like 3 letters in a second, for example. So you gate it based on like a shorter interval, but you give people like a bank is the point. That way it's not like, 1 letter at a time. I could see something like that. But I don't want to worry about things like that until we understand what the actual. So anyway, this is what it looks like. It's very silly, like I mentioned. I love these silly games. I really love silly fighting games. I really like abstract fighting games. So that's where that comes from, and hopefully in a moment it'll be working online. Is that a yes? Is that a yes? No, you bastard, still? It's the right spot, right? 46? Line 46? It's the right spot. I mean, I'm assuming that my understanding of where this is happening is the place where it's actually at. Worker 46. Worker 46. 88. Oh. Yeah, that is what I thought. My understanding is that option N, even if this, like, maybe if it's specifically passed as, like, server IP equals that, right? We had this. Whatever, trunk build, right? Etc. This I could see maybe being the one case where server IP, where option N actually returns an empty string. But I'm not doing that. I'm definitely not doing that. So I don't really understand. Real quick, give me 1 sec here. I'm just gonna try and hit the IP directly. Yes. Maybe the redeploy is still building. Maybe that's part of the problem. But... Okay. Where do I even start? I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy. I do need to actually mention the... Limits, yeah, okay. Wait, but why is this also in vars? I don't understand. So... Hey? Okay. Runner environment, no. Okay. So I guess I just need to say... Oh. If I can just do that, that'd be really nice. So why don't I do that? So, and just try it, I guess, like this. But then additionally, I still need to opt into production, right? So, anyway, types production, environment, defaulting, selecting environment, GitHub workflow, select environment. Try that. Got it. More GitHub Actions stuff. Incredible commit messages. Truly, truly an ultimate and impressive level of professional accuracy. Yes, is what I'm going for. I don't know. Just being silly. You can use the env command to print the environment, might help with debugging. Just like in, hold on, let me just open up a WSL shell and test that out. Where's my terminal? There it is. What does it say? it's been a while since I've opened you up, I guess. Yeah, you're right. Wow, look at all that stuff. Okay. That's okay. I can just continue. This is worth. I'm gonna just try it with this before I debug it too much. It seems like that is supported workflow. Oh, this is going way too quiet. So I kind of am, honestly. Turn my microphone up, shall I? Because I'm never ending up actually so close in. Where are ya? Hello. Yeah, it's a little better. I should be coming closer to it, but I inevitably end up bouncing, moving around. I'm silly. I did this wrong. I did this wrong. I want to do it this way. That was silly. That was silly. There we go. And now I don't need this. In fact, I'm thinking I want it this way. Cancel. I was just kidding. Remember when I said I was super confident in you and you were the one, definitely, forever? I was wrong. Come on. Delete. Don't need this one. It was a joke. Nope. I need to view every step of installing Trunk. This one takes like 5 minutes, and then build WASM takes like 3, if I remember right. That would be a fun thing to talk about. I can show off the stack. I was like, what am I gonna say? So one of the things that I was most curious about when starting to build the chess app, which Foss Unleashed, got tripped up with my letters there. I don't know if I've shown you that whole app, but basically it's one of the problems with deploying a Bevy app to the web is that bundle sizes are huge because it's this big like WebAssembly bundle that like does all this stuff to connect to the canvas and blah blah blah, and there's like WGPU and all these things involved. But Bevy does do a good job of letting you opt out of that stuff through compile time features or whatever else, right? So when I had done the chess project, or at least started the chess project, obviously the chess project is still going, so I shouldn't really say like when it was done. It's done. But when I was first working on it, I was curious to run Bevy headlessly, and that project was generally a success. But one of the things that was challenging was managing interop layer between Bevy, which was running in a web worker, and the actual front end application, which could theoretically just be some HTML and JavaScript. But if I wanted to build some engaging UI elements moving around the screen, I wanted something, right? Something that could handle some client side action. So I have now a Rusty solution using Leptos, which is very neat. And the ending the resulting bundle is tiny compared to, it's not tiny compared to most web bundles. It's quite large compared to most web bundles. But compared to most Bevy bundles, it's tiny. We're getting to like maybe 4.5 megabytes, which includes like a 4 megabyte text file that I'm just baking in, that I really ought to, I probably don't need it's a huge dictionary. I probably don't need all those words. Not this. Trunk, serve, release, right? Or no, let me do Dino task. Yeah, going here, you can see it's 4 megs for the WASM. This probably I can get down to maybe 3 if I were to. Come on, show the numbers. If I were to slim down the size of that dictionary by like half, which I probably can do that safely without it being a problem. I could even do it, top whatever 4,000 words or something like that, and I'm sure that would be fine. That's even a really big number, right? And that would, you get even smaller, and then the JavaScript and the sort of this is the Leptos bundle, and that's kilobytes, right? So kind of neat for making web games. Just because you can kind of have like a back end. And in a way, it's like a, just a very isomorphic setup, right? Like, whatever. Not really isomorphic, but it's just nice. I don't have to do a lot of language interop, is what I'm saying. How is it that every song in this thing has gotten quieter and quieter? Just me? Just me? No? We're skipping ahead. Now that's music. All right, Trunk, what do you got? Expecting a lot more out of this playlist. It's kind of weak. Called Video Game Music You Can Get Away With Playing Over Coffee Shop Speakers. To me, that's like, that's a compelling... Let's be lowered again. It's a compelling soundtrack title, right? For a stream. Feels good. Coffee shop. It's a co-working stream. This is too, well, not this song specifically. This song specifically is pretty good, but... This is okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe some of the songs pick up, and I've just been blinded. Got it. Then let me definitely do that. Thanks for the help, Foss. Appreciate it. This is where is the button? This is what it's all about. This is why I need to practice and learn all the details. We're gonna send this back up to around 50. Yeah, of course. No, audio is one of the... I'm not like an audiophile. I don't love like, oh, I need like a perfect microphone, blah, blah, blah. But levels to me are really important, especially when it comes to music. No, it's not your setup. I like try to pay a lot of attention to this stuff, but and I have some guidelines in my head, but it's really easy to like, not understand how much of an impact like 5 decibels is making. You know what I mean? in terms of, oh, the music was suddenly a little bit louder, and then it like, you know, clouds over half of my syllables, right? Makes a big difference. I have a lot of issues, especially in like movies and stuff, when like there's a swell of music and somebody says something and I lose the consonants and it kills me. And I'm like, I don't know what you said now, and I'm completely lost. So point being, I would like to be good about it. That's my goal. That's fine. See, that's good. Network error when attempting to receive resource. Okay, so there's no space at the beginning. Yeah, that's what I'm aiming for usually. And I'm honestly, that's one. This is what I mean by it's like easy to start making that mistake, right? Because when you're not hearing it, suddenly like, I'm sure just a little below is fine, and then suddenly you're like, you know, further and further below acceptance criteria. But I'm even more glad to know that that was the rule of thumb that I kind of had been like, that seems right when I was doing audio testing. So it's good to hear that that's actually sort of the recommended knowledge, because before I was just like kind of shrug emojiing it, whereas now I can actually say, no, that's the standard. Use it, at least amongst a few people's statements. But why would this be? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense, actually, because it didn't network error. Also, why is there a parenthesis here? So this is still in the same, not that, this. This is still in here. Ah, could it be cores? Shoot. Okay, here's one thing I can do. I could run a local. Okay, actually, yeah, I guess that is what I should do. Do. Ah. Windows. Okay. So if I have a local, I know that cores, even in the older deploy, accepted localhost 8000 and 8080. So if I run a local server and point it at the production server, game server, I should say, I think it should work. I should be able to debug that the server is at least configured right? Which is half of the, you know, I'm not actually concerned about that at all, but it's son of a gun. Or was I? I should be able to at least confirm though, because it'll be good to make sure that this is only a web problem. not a server problem. Because I thought I put wordfight.deno.dev on the course list. And maybe that didn't get picked up. It looks like we're getting the resource. So response.text. I mean, I don't. Let's try this. Use as fetch in console. Const. Oh no. So this is wrong. It's sending me the actual... Oh, it's having me fetch the WebAssembly even... Yeah, that's not really what's happening in this request. That's kind of funny. Why is that? That's so weird. Why is it... That's... Huh. I wonder what's up with that. And this, like, so, okay. So, is it that, is this returning this? I don't understand. Okay, let's, I guess let's log it. Why not? Wait. Yeah, I guess I'll log it. Yeah. I don't... okay. Oh, wait, actually. Is this just the Firefox problem? No, okay, so this is the same. Blocked mixed content. But requested an insecure resource. Was loaded over HTTPS, but this is an HTTP request. I can't make an HTTP request from here? Or does it have to be... Am I gonna have to set up certs on this? Well, it's not a certs problem, right? I mean, I guess it's just the... Yeah? Oh, because I'm inside a worker context? Do you think that? Oh. Well, I think the resource expects to be hit with HTTP is part of why I'm concerned about. But let's see. Is this different over here? They're the same. Or is it pending? That's not right. Yeah, I know. I'm not trying to. I don't want to. I'm curious why it's saying this in the first place. So, this blob has something to do with the way that the WebAssembly bundle is making the fetch request, or something. Unless maybe it has to do with this JS future conversion or something like that. Like, I'm wondering where HTTPS is coming in at all, because this request is never an HTTP request. Or at least it's not intended to be. Yeah, I mean, I'd like it to be. Like, that'd be great. But it's a little more complicated to make that happen. Okay, so... Yeah, because if we go to the actual, where? This. We do this. I bet you it'll work. At least I hope it'll work. If it doesn't, that gives us some hints. Although, this might be trying HTTPS right now, even though I typed HTTP. Actually, that's probably what it's doing. I think I've seen this before. I don't know how to, like, force it. Really? Did Steve not redeploy on the right ports? Got it. So that's the problem. Okay, it keeps forcing an upgrade. That makes sense. It's a nice find. Okay, so how am I gonna fix that? I'm also not really sure why this isn't returning, because I've had this return successfully in the past. So that's also concerning. Maybe this just isn't the best thing to work on right now, honestly. I can come back to this later. I do know, however, that it's trying to go to the right stuff, at least. So that's good. Yeah, I appreciate it. I wanna I have a friend who I've already gotten this stack to work once. I don't know what the difference is this time around in the stack, but I think something just got, you know, oh, actually, I do know what the difference is this time in the stack. I'm making this call from WebAssembly inside a worker instead of JavaScript inside a worker. That's really the only difference that I have here. So like dealing with some of these conversions could very easily create a problem like that. But the other, like Wild Chess, is off of a Dino deploy setup as well. Though actually, that's a great point. That's Dino Fresh. This is just a web server script, and it very easily could be that this is what's forcing it to HTTP. That's forcing HTTPS, I mean. What is this? Did YouTube just go to like something? Oh no, this is still. Oh, this is Persona. Ah, I was gonna say this doesn't sound like a video soundtrack. Not about imports. Dino serve. WebSockets. I'm not worried about WebSockets. Doesn't seem like there's anything too unusual. Wait, what was that? Hello? Hello? Why can't I scroll the... I can't scroll the sidebar. That's sad. somehow. Okay, maybe we can just make it so that let's take a look here for a sec. Okay, I have a couple ideas. So it could be that I need to upgrade Warp. Warp is the web server that's serving that specific route. Just take a look at what features. Multi-part WebSocket TLS. Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. Got it. So I'll add TLS here. Where's TLS? Where's TLS? Love that I know I'm pulling in a bunch of versions of RustLS. Maybe I could do a cargo upgrade to see if update. Sure, whatever. Sure. Hello? I forgot to add. Okay, I didn't really want to do this. I'm gonna log into the server. But I'm gonna do that stuff off screen a bit. Actually, real quick, just go into face mode. Get my face. Hello, it's my face. Oh my god. My face. Oh wait, no we're not. Oops, we're not gonna exit out. I still need to be connected, actually. And then I want, hold on a minute. Come on. Where's the thing I need? We're finding it. Wait. Wait, did I screw? Okay, am I? There are 3 ports I need to pay attention to. I also might be having the wrong port. Period. Wait, so what? Hold on. What are the things I'm doing here? Wait, so No, there aren't. No, there aren't. I'm crazy. No, there aren't. I'm being silly. I'm being silly. Being very silly. I just misread the Podman command. Then I had a freak out moment and was like, what am I missing? No. We're here. Ta-da. Thought I... Wait. Sure. Great. Okay. Excellent. So, let's try. What's the name of the stupid? That was command. Where's the stupid IP address again? Somewhere over here. Move this back. Hey, how's it going, Noah? How you doing, man? Didn't see there because I had VS Code over your chat message for a while. Welcome and thank you for joining. Hello. Let's go here. Okay, so it's just like not working at all? Did I have it wrong? How are things going today? They're good. I'm having a nice day. It's nice to be back in action mostly. Like I said in the title, it's a chill stream. Not really trying to get too much done today. Just, you know, trying to push this little networking project over the finish line. Where was I? Going here. There we go. Settings? No, repository settings. My brain is just not here right now. I gotta be honest. Every now and then I have a moment where I'm like, where did I go? We're honestly not even there yet. Foss Unleashed. Though I appreciate you. Yeah, it definitely can't be a client-side fix for it to really be good enough. But I could do that for now. Yeah, I'm not, I'm getting smells of some other problems that I think I need to resolve first. Namely, that I like, why isn't it accepting HTTPS in the first place? Just as a temp fix. Yeah, oh yeah, no, I hear you there. Just not secure. Yeah, connection not secure. Yeah. So it didn't like it. That's what I would expect. Now it's not going over the typical 443 port, right? That makes sense because that's not what it's exposed on. Can I validate? Wait a minute. That's because it's the wrong IP. Why? Oh no. Which one is it, Steve? Well, so that's the thing, is I have done it. Like we have this almost this exact same stack working in another build. And the part that I'm currently testing has nothing to do with the front end, which is the part that's changed. So that's why I'm like kind of squinty eye, like what am I missing? Is because I'm not really sure where the difference is. But a few things are possible. So I have a few ideas of how to get some information at least. Of all right, where was I gonna look again? It was, what was it? That's actually a great point. Why am I not just sending this request to its web like its host name? Yup. This will make things simpler. It's because I am not. Yeah. Okay. Got it. And this one is this one. Let me just hit a whole bunch of random IPs on stream. Nothing, huh? Okay, but that's fine. I'm not worried about that. Let's just go back and we will add in. Oh, but what? Shoot, what was the, oh gosh. Now I have to remember the URL that I can use for his server. Gosh darn it. Got it. What is different? Why am I so confused? Are we only serving on, are we actually serving on like port 80 in Wild Chess? Okay, so I'm missing something. I'm just gonna have to iron this out with Steve. I don't know what I'm pointing out that's wrong, to be honest with you. Don't want to take the steps I need to resolve this, because yeah, I could test can test a few things. Actually, wait. I could test with the client side local server. Yeah, I can test using the host name. Not worth it. Because alright. Yeah, I'll just come back to this. Actually, what time is it even? Do I need to... Oh, I probably need to stop anyway. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, well, we didn't quite get it working, but it's okay. I got to show it off a little bit. We got to go over jam. Yeah, because Rach is going to be home in like 10 minutes, and honestly, I think it'll be easier to solve this off stream. So I'll just do that, and then yeah, I'm planning on streaming again tomorrow, probably around the same time, something like 3 o'clock, 2:30. Hopefully would be like, I mean, that would be earlier than today. I think I only started at like 3:30 today, but I was aiming for like 2:30 or 3, so same aiming time. My goal for that stream will be to actually hopefully play a little bit of Wordfight. So yeah, thanks for joining, y'all. And Noah, you enjoy the night too, man. Thanks so much. Yeah, bummer. I mean, whatever. I shouldn't even complain, because this is gonna be quick to resolve when I could just have a conversation with Steve. All right, catch you later.